طيب، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الحمد لله رب العالمين، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه والتابعين وتابعيهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. So this second session, inshallah, on this day, Saturday, the 10th of Rabi' al-Akhir, 1441, matching the 7th of December 2019. And we are still doing جامع العلوم والحكم, Hadeeth number 44 by Al-Imam Al-Hafiz ibn Rajab. So we have those ahadith that are left up until Hadith, the last Hadith, Hadith number 50. So we'll be going on with these ahadith until we finish. After we finish this book, as we finished the Seerah by Imam Ibn Kathir, we finished Ad-Da' wa Ad-Dawa, the disease and the cure by Imam Ibn Al-Qayyim. After we finish this book, I decided that we should do Umdatul Ahkam after, and we'll do Saturday and Sunday because it has more than 400 ahadith and we need to go on every time we take. So Saturday and Sunday we'll have Umdat al-Ahkam, and then we'll add the other book, which more than likely would be the description of paradise by Imam al-Qayyim. I'm still looking for one copy that we can stick to so that everybody can use it, especially those who are interested in the Arabic, inshallah. So I'll let you know, inshallah. If we can, then we'll just go on with whatever we have and see what we can do, inshallah. So Hadith number 44 is upon the authority of Aisha radiyallahu anha from the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم قال عليه الصلاة والسلام الرضاعة تحرم ما تحرم الولادة. Breastfeeding prohibits what giving birth prohibits. خرجه البخاري ومسلم. This is in Bukhari and Muslim. شرح الحديث, the explanation of this hadith. He says وخرج مسلم من رواية عروة عن عائشة رضي الله عنها عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Imam Muslim, from the narration of Urwa from Aisha رضي الله عنها from the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he collected this hadith with a little bit slightly different wordings. It says يحرم من الرضاعة ما يحرم من النسب. That due to breastfeeding, prohibition happens due to breastfeeding, like that prohibition which happens due to blood relation. So whatever breastfeeding, whatever blood relations prohibit, the same like that, whatever happens due to breastfeeding will be prohibited. So same as the meaning of the other hadith, الرضاعة تحرم ما تحرم الولادة. Breastfeeding prohibits what giving birth prohibits. This one, يحرم من الرضاعة, there becomes prohibited due to breastfeeding ما يحرم من النسب, what becomes prohibited due to blood relation. وقد أجمع العلماء على العمل بهذه الأحاديث في الجملة. The scholars unanimously agreed that they should act upon these ahadith in general. وإن الرضاعة يحرم ما يحرمه النسب, and that breastfeeding prohibits what the nasab, blood relation, prohibits. فإذا علم ما يحرم من النسب, so if one knows what is prohibited due to blood relation, فكل ما يحرم منه, so all of that is prohibited due to blood relations, فإنه يحرم من الرضاع نظيره, then there becomes prohibited due to breastfeeding what corresponds to it. نظير, correspondent, what corresponds. تناظر. طيب. فيحرم على الرجل أن يتزوج أمهاته من الرضاعة وإن علون. So it becomes prohibited for the man to marry his mothers due to breastfeeding, even if they go up higher in degree. يعني the mother due to breastfeeding, and the mother of the mother, right, due to breastfeeding, and the mother of the mother of, if it exists, يعني if she exists, the mother of the mother of the mother. You go up high, it's prohibited. وبناته من الرضاعة, also his daughters due to breastfeeding. وإن سفلنا أو وإن سفلنا, even if they go lower and lower, right? The daughter of the daughter, and the daughter of the, if she exists, right? وأخواته من الرضاعة, and his sisters due to breastfeeding. وبنات أخواته من الرضاعة, and the daughters of his sisters due to breastfeeding. وعماته وخالاته, his paternal and maternal aunts من الرضاعة due to breastfeeding. وإن علونا, even if they go up high in order, دون بناتهن, but not their daughters, like the blood relation, right? Like the blood relation, the same way. So, يعني you can't marry your aunt, maternal or paternal, due to blood relation, but you can marry the daughter of your cousin, يعني the daughter of your aunt, paternal or maternal. Likewise, same way, breastfeeding. You cannot marry your aunt, maternal or paternal, due to breastfeeding. You cannot marry your aunt due to breastfeeding, but her daughter is allowed, right? Like the blood relation, exactly. يحرم, that becomes prohibited due to breastfeeding, the same as due to blood relation. That's the hadith. طيب. ومعنى هذا, the meaning of this, أن المرأة إذا أرضعت طفلا, الرضاعة المعتبر في المدة المعتبرة. This means that if the woman breastfed a child, the breastfeeding that is given weight, that is considered to be breastfeeding, في المدة المعتبرة, in the time period that is given weight, right? So breastfeeding is not just one time and that's it. It's not breastfeeding when you are old in age, right? Older. It has to be done when someone is a baby, a child, a baby. طيب? So if the breastfeeding is the one that is considered to be breastfeeding in the Sharia, if that is the case, صارت أما له بنص كتاب الله. That woman who breastfed the child, she becomes his mother with the direct explicit text of the book of Allah. فتحرم عليه هي وأمهاتها. She becomes prohibited for him, herself, the one who breastfed him, and her mothers, the mother of the mother, if they are alive, of course. وإن علونا من نسب أو رضاع, even if they go up higher and higher, whether it is due to blood relation or due to breastfeeding. وتصير بناتها كلهن أخوات له من الرضاعة. The daughters of that woman who breastfed him, they become all of them sisters for him due to breastfeeding. فيحرمن عليه بنص القرآن. They become prohibited for him with the explicit text of the Quran, the direct text of the Quran. وبقية التحريم من الرضاعة استفيد من السنة. The rest of the prohibition due to breastfeeding is actually derived or benefited from the sunnah. كما استفيد من السنة أن تحريم الجمع لا يختص بالأختين. Like we benefited from the sunnah that the prohibition of combining between two wives is not just specific to the two sisters, that you cannot combine between two wives who are sisters, right? بل المرأة وعمتها rather a woman and her paternal aunt, and المرأة وخالتها, the woman and her maternal aunt, they are just like that. In the Quran, it's prohibited to combine between two sisters in marriage. And in the Sunnah, the woman and her maternal or the woman and her paternal aunt, you cannot combine between them. Likewise, in terms of breastfeeding, we benefited, other than the Quran, we benefited rulings from the Sunnah too. وإذا كان أولاد المرضعة من نسب أو رضاع إخوة للمرتضع. Now, if the children of the woman who breastfed, the children, whether they are from blood relation or breastfeeding, if the children are brothers to the one who was breastfed, the one who suckled from them, فيحرم عليه بنات إخوته أيضا. Then the daughters of his brothers become prohibited for him also, likewise, due to breastfeeding, right? Like the blood relation exactly. وقد امتنع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم من تزويج ابنة حمزة وابنة أبي سلمة. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he did not, عليه الصلاة والسلام, امتنع. He was offered the women they were talking, right? You're gonna marry that woman and that woman. Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم said no. The daughter of Hamza, Hamza is his, who is Hamza to Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم? Paternal, right? Uncle. So his daughter is supposed to be allowed or not allowed for him? Basically allowed, but he did not marry her. They offered him her, and he said no. They were talking, just women talking. That, oh, we heard you're going to marry so and so. He said no. And also, Ibnati Abi Salama, the daughter of Abi Salama. Ibnat Abi Salama. And the daughter of Abi Salama, other than that, she was being raised in his home because he married Salama after Abu Salama died. But he had another reason why not to marry her. وعلل بأن أبويهما كانا أخوين له من الرضاعة. Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم gave the explanation that the fathers of the two, يعني Hamza رضي الله عنه and Abu Salama رضي الله عنه, both of them, they were his brothers due to breastfeeding. Right? Both of them suckled from this, the three of them suckled from the same woman. Right? So now, although Hamza is his paternal uncle, his daughter is basically allowed for him. But then he said no, because one woman breastfed Hamza and myself. So Hamza radiallahu anhu is his paternal uncle alayhi salatu wassalam, and his brother due to breastfeeding, rada'a. And likewise Abu Salama. Abu Salama, his brother, due to breastfeeding. So that's one reason why the daughter of Abu Salama, he cannot marry her. Plus, now she's being raised in his home. That's another reason why not to marry her. Right? طيب. ويحرم عليه أيضا أخوات المرضعة. Also, it is prohibited for that man who, or that boy who was breastfed by the woman, it is prohibited for him the sisters of the one who breastfed him. Why? What do they become? A woman breastfed someone, so he is her son due to breastfeeding. The sisters of that woman become what? Aunties due to breastfeeding. لأنهن خالاته, because they are his aunties, right? Aunts. وينتشر التحريم أيضا إلى الفحل صاحب اللبن الذي ارتضع منه الطفل. The prohibition now, he says, it spreads. ينتشر. It spreads. إلى الفحل, to the man, the male. فحل يعني you say رجل, you say فحل, whether it's a man or even from the camels. The word فحل is like the potent يعني, right? يعني referred to with potency. فحل as a strong man, not only a man but a strong man, right? إلى الفحل صاحب اللبن الذي ارتضع منه الطفل. It says that the prohibition spreads to the man, the male, right? The owner of the milk, right? Which the child was breastfed from, or the child suckled from. ارتضع منه, suckled from. فيصير صاحب اللبن أبا للطفل. So the owner of that milk becomes a father to that child. يعني how does a woman get milk? How does she get milk? She gets pregnant and she delivers. So now she has milk. She breastfeeds her son or her children, daughters and sons. And she breastfed others. This is how they become her sons or her daughters due to breastfeeding. But how did that woman get the milk? It's because of the man. That's why he says the man is the owner of that milk. صاحب ذاك. He is the one who was the reason for that milk to come in the first place. Right? So even that man becomes his father due to breastfeeding. So not only the woman becomes the mother, even the one who caused that milk to come, he is a father for him. وتصير أولاده كلهم من المرضعة أو من غيرها من نسب أو رضاع إخوة للمرتضع. Now all the children, all of them from that man, from that woman who breastfed, or from other than her, من نسب أو رضاع, or from another woman. You see the man, he is married to that woman, and she got the milk through him. She breastfed that baby. Now that father who owns the milk becomes his father. What if he's married to other women and he has other children with the other women? What do they become? They become the right? أو من غيرها من نسب أو رضاع. في other woman, due to blood relation or due to breastfeeding, all of them become brothers for, right? Brothers or sisters, that is, for the one who was breastfed, the one who suckled the milk, للمرتضع. ويصير إخوته أعماما للطفل المرتضع. The brothers of that man, they become what? أعمام, they become paternal uncles due to breastfeeding for that child who was suckled or who suckled from that milk. وهذا قول جمهور العلماء من السلف. This is the position of the majority of the scholars from the pious predecessors. وأجمع عليه الأئمة الأربعة ومن بعدهم. The four imams, they unanimously agreed upon that, them and those who came after them. وقد دل على ذلك من السنة ما روت عائشة. What proves this from the Sunnah is what Aisha رضي الله عنها narrated. أن أفلح أخا أبي القعيس. That Imam, his name is Aflah, the brother of Abu al-Qu'ays. So you have Abu al-Qu'ays and you have his brother Aflah. Abu al-Qu'ays and you have his brother Aflah. استأذن عليها بعدما أنزل الحجاب. Aflah, not Abu al-Qu'ays now, it is Aflah, the brother of Abu al-Qu'ays. He asked to enter her home, Aisha, after al-hijab, after the veil يعني was prescribed. طيب. قالت عائشة said, فقلت, So I said, Aisha, she said, I said, Wallahi la adhanu lah. By Allah, I will not permit him. I will not give him permission to enter in my room, in my house. حتى استأذن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Up until I ask the permission of the Messenger صلى الله عليه وسلم. فإن أبا القعيس ليس هو أرضعني ولكن أرضعتني امرأته. For surely Abu al-Qais, he did not breastfeed me. Rather, his wife was the one who breastfed me. So, you have Abu al-Qais married to al-Qais. Al-Qais, she breastfed Aisha. Who wants to enter? It's not Abu al-Qais. It's Aflah, the brother of Abu al-Qais. This is the one who wants to come to enter Aisha's after the veil was prescribed. So Aisha is saying, I'm not going to permit him until I ask permission from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because Abu al-Qais, he was not the one who breastfed me. It was his wife who breastfed me. قالت فلما دخل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ذكرت له ذلك له. When Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم came in, I mentioned that to him. So فقال, so he said عليه الصلاة والسلام, إذني له فإنه عمك تربت يمينك. Allow him to enter, for he is your paternal uncle. تربت يمينك. Right? And this dua is just a general, they say it is not, doesn't mean what it says. وكان أبو القعيس زوج المرأة التي أرضعت عائشة. Abu al-Qais was the husband of the man who breastfed Aisha. So here you have Aflah, the brother of Abu al-Qais. He is the paternal uncle, Am, of Aisha. رضي الله عنها. Why? Because al-Qais, she breastfed Aisha. The milk that she had was because of Abu al-Qais. Abu al-Qais has this brother by the name of Aflah. He wants to enter. He thought it's okay. He's her uncle due to breastfeeding, paternal uncle. And Rasulullah ﷺ affirmed that was okay. طيب. He said, وينتشر التحريم بالرضاع إلى ما حرم بالنسب مع الصهر. The prohibition due to breastfeeding, it spreads to that which was prohibited due to blood relation along with the in-law, صهر, in-law relationship. إما من جهة نسب الرجل, either from the side of the blood relation of the man, كامرأة أبيه وابنه, like the wife of his father and his son, أو من جهة نسب الزوجة, or from the aspect of or the side of the relation, the blood relation of the wife, كأمها وابنتها, like her mother and her daughter. وإلى ما حرم جمعه لأجل نسب المرأة أيضا, and to that which is prohibited to be combined because of the blood relation of the woman also. كالجمع بين الأختين, like combining between the two sisters in marriage. والمرأة وعمتها وخالتها, and the woman and her paternal and maternal aunt, as was mentioned. فيحرم ذلك كله من الرضاع كما يحرم من النسب. All of that becomes prohibited due to breastfeeding, like it is prohibited due to blood relation, nasab. لدخوله في قوله صلى الله عليه وسلم, because this is included under the statement of the Messenger صلى الله عليه وسلم, يحرم من الرضاع ما يحرم من النسب. There becomes prohibited due to breastfeeding that which is prohibited due to blood relation. وتحريم هذا كله للنسب. The prohibition of all of that, all of it due to the issue of blood relation. فبعضه لنسب الزوج. Some of it due to the blood relation of the husband. وبعضه لنسب الزوجة. Part of it or some of it is prohibited due to the blood relation of the wife. وقد نص على ذلك أئمة السلف, and the Imams from the pious predecessors, they explicitly mentioned it. وَلَا يُعْلَمُ بَيْنَهُمْ فِيهِ اخْتِلَافٌ. And it is not known between them that there is disagreement. They agreed on that. وَأَمَّا قَوْلُهُ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ. As for the statement of Allah Azza wa Jal, وَحَلَائِلُ أَبْنَائِكُمْ الَّذِينَ مِنْ أَصْلَابِكُمْ. The wives of your children who are from your aslab, directly, they are direct from you. Surah An-Nisa, ayah number 23. This, يعني your direct, حلائل أبنائك, the wives of your sons, حلائل أبنائكم, the wives of your sons who are from your direct, من أصلابكم, directly from you. They are prohibited, right? You cannot marry the wife of your son. But it says here, من أصلابكم, directly from you, from your progeny, right? Someone might say, well, this goes against, from due to breastfeeding. But he explains here, what is meant here, قالوا لم يرد بذلك أنه لا يحرم حلائل الأبناء من الرضاعة. Some might say, well, this is the wife due to from the son due to breastfeeding. So it's not directly from you. It is through breastfeeding. Some, especially those who think they can understand the Quran on their own, You don't have to look anywhere. Just read on your own and explain it on your own. There are even many of them they're showing up nowadays, right? So they say you're saying prohibited due to breastfeeding. Is not your direct son. Is his son due to breastfeeding. Why are you saying haram to marry his wife? Right? So here, what is meant here, لا يحرم حلائل الأبناء من الرضاعة. He did not, what is meant here in the Quran, that is not prohibiting the wives of the children from the breastfeeding, that they are not prohibited. That's not what it means here. إنما أراد إخراج حلائل الذين تبنوا. What he wanted to rule out in this ayah, what is meant to be ruled out in this ayah, are the children who are not real children, they are adopted children, right? وَلَمْ يَكُونُوا أَبْنَاءَ مِنَ النَّسَبِ. They are not actually children due to, or sons due to due to blood relation. كما تزوج النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم زوجة زيد بن حارثة بعد أن كان قد تبناه. Like Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم married the wife of Zayd ibn Haritha after he actually adopted him. Before Islam, he was known as Zayd ibn Muhammad. But then later on, عليه الصلاة والسلام, رضي الله عن زيد. But later on, this was not allowed in Islam. It's cancelled, right? So you cannot have a child just because you adopted him. You cannot, he's still not your child. Because he's by adoption. He's not by blood relation. He's not your child due to blood relation. Therefore, his wife is actually allowable. So if he divorces her or if he dies, the son that is adopted, if he dies or he divorces his wife, the one who fathered him through adoption only, he's not blood related to him. He can marry that wife. Okay? So this is what is being meant here in the ayah. Not that, it's okay to marry the wife of your son due to breastfeeding. This is not allowed. He's your son, exactly like your son. You cannot marry his wife. Right? طيب. وهذا التحريم بالرضاع يختص بالمرتضع نفسه. This prohibition due to breastfeeding is special and specific to the one who suckled himself, the baby who breastfed, right, from that woman. وينتشر إلى أولاده, and it spreads to his children. Spreads to his children. So if you were breastfed from a woman, right, your son, right? The same, it spreads. It spreads. طيب. وينتشر إلى أولاده. It spreads to his children, down, right? Goes down to his children. ولا ينتشر تحريمه إلى من في درجة المرتضع من إخوته وأخواته. But it does not spread to the one who is the same level, in the same level as the one who suckled, from his brothers and sisters. Right? So you are the one who suckled. You are the one who becomes prohibited for those due to breastfeeding. Your children also. But your brother and your sister, they have nothing to do with those, the woman whom you breastfed from. Your brother and your sister does not spread to them. ولا إلى من هو أعلى منه من آبائه وأمهاته وأعمامه وعماته وأخواله وخالاته. Also, the prohibition does not spread out to those who are higher than him in rank, of his fathers, his mothers, his paternal aunts, his paternal uncles and paternal aunts, and his maternal aunts and maternal uncles, or maternal أخواله, maternal uncles and maternal aunts. فتباح المرضعة نفسها لأبي المرتضع من النسب ولأخيه. So the woman who breastfed the child, she is allowable herself for the father of the one who suckled, and the father who was of the one who suckled, father due to blood relation, nasab, and لأخيه, to his brother due to blood relation. وتباح أم المرتضع من النسب وأخته منه لأبي المرتضع من الرضاع ولأخيه. Also, the mother of the one who suckled, يعني due to the mother due to blood relation, and his sister from that to the father of the one who suckled, يعني من الرضاع due to breastfeeding, and to his brother also, يعني is not spreading except to his children. That's where, but up equal brothers and sisters or higher fathers and mothers is not spread to them. He said هذا قول الجمهور, قول جمهور العلماء. This is the position of the majority of the scholars. وقالوا, they said, it is allowable, يباح للرجل يباح أن يتزوج أخت أخيه من الرضاعة. It is allowed to marry the sister of his brother due to breastfeeding. وأخت ابنته من الرضاعة, and the sister of his daughter due to breastfeeding. And he's giving examples to what was mentioned, right? So a person could marry the sister of his brother due to breastfeeding, because there is the one who suckled is the one who has that issue. His brothers, they don't have that, right? And so on and so forth. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. We stop here inshallah. Next time it's the Hadith 45 inshallah.